Weirdly artistic.
Damn, that's weird. We're back with Nick, Jay, and Jose.
It's weirdly artistic. We're talking art.
We're talking weird and everything under the sun.
Weirdly artistic.
Damn, that's weird.
Weirdly artistic.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Weirdly Artistic, episode 6? 6. And I'm Jose.
I'm Nick.
I'm Jordan.
So, how's everyone doing today?
Good.
Awesome.
Doing really well.
Interesting day.
We watched
It-
Tetris this week.
Yeah, how was
Tetris.
that?
It was good.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's pretty wild. I thought the cuts
Great
were a
movie.
little much, like the pixelated. I thought they
did-
overplayed
They
that.
overdid it a bit. Once they did it with the first one, I wanted to really see the beauty of that, like
The
location
building and the
building.
location, yeah.
I was like, oh, the buildings are sick.
Yeah, and it's in Russia, but
But I mean, it was a great movie.
Is that where
Yeah.
Tetris was invented?
the guy who wrote it-
guy who wrote the code for it and everything.
Damn.
yeah.
That's
I
pretty
wish
cool.
we could talk about it already, like, but I don't want to spoil it. But like,
Yeah,
it's
it just
crazy
came
the
out.
Soviet Union, all this stuff, how that much. You really get a picture of what it was like to live back in that time and in that day.
I mean, that was all during, like, Stalin.
Yeah,
And there
so
was
it
like
was
3
super
different
corrupt.
countries
Wait, no,
fighting over
Stalin-
Tetris.
When did... It was, like, the 80s, right, when Stalin...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 80.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
Tetris
no.
was the 70s or 80s.
Stalin ruled for, like, 30 years?
I don't know.
You know, they still,
my
like,
God.
worship him?
Wow.
I don't know.
Why?
No, like, okay, so, like, he was a dictator.
Well,
and,
yeah.
like, right? But, like...
No.
what
Putin
he
Jr.
unknowingly did for
Mhm.
like the country is like what they like. They're like, yeah, he's awesome because like they went from agriculture to like industrial,
Oh yeah.
and it was
yeah.
because like the way he was trying to like do things, like he killed off a lot of his population,
Oh my.
Oh.
and they realized we can't do agriculture, and then like they moved into like the industrial revolution in Russia, and
Jeez.
like because of that, they like see him as like a good ruler. I just
Where-
saw a documentary about this.
Wow.
What side
Yeah,
were they
that's-
on in World War II?
They were communists.
Okay, they were so
Yeah.
communist.
Yeah, like
but
they
they're
were
communists.
communists.
Yeah.
I don't
were they
know.
assisting a bunch with Germany, or they were just
Yeah,
like
yes, I
they were
mean,
just like we're
like,
neutral.
I think Russia was also attacking.
Yeah.
And like, I believe they were backing a lot of people
Yeah.
too, like with like guns and money and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think they
Uh,
were like Russian soldiers probably weren't involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
I'm gonna
Though.
watch.
That's-
Want research a little bit. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But yeah, no, it's interesting.
No, you should really watch that movie though. The Tetris.
Yeah,
No,
Tetris
you
is
said it was on
good.
Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
Apple. It's free on Apple.
And it's
but
Taron Egerton. Like he's
yeah,
awesome.
Super good. Super good.
How
dude.
was the sound design and soundtrack?
It was pretty
It was
fun.
pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean, they used a lot. What I like about it is that they used a lot of the 8-bit sounds,
Like the
Yeah.
music,
Yeah,
the
video
music
sounds,
and like all
or
those
video game sounds.
video game
Well, like,
sounds.
yeah, the 8-bit like.
Yeah.
I mean, you
That's
kind of
exactly-
have to with Tetris. Like it's.
Oh yeah.
Peters.
What do you
really
think was like
made
the
later
first
noise.
8-bit like arcade or like sound that like where did they come from?
It was just literally the sound that the computer could make, and it was only 8
that
of them,
really
right?
it?
Yeah, there was like 8 tones, and that's all it could make.
like little beeps.
That's-
Yeah.
Wow. But now it's a video game.
Now it's a
like-
video
Yeah.
game.
It's insane, dude.
But so
One of the
today I think we
biggest.
wanted to talk about sound design in movies and
Hopping off music last
Soundtracks,
episode. So
yeah.
how does
Going
it
off of-
affect movies?
well, I mean, we were just watching a video and it's they said it's literally like movies are a marriage between visual and sound.
Yep.
I would say it's even more. Like sound is probably 70% of what film is.
Well, like I think I mentioned in a previous episode where I watched True Life
Mhm.
with like I think they forgot to
Oh,
put in
yeah,
the sound and
yeah.
it was the awkwardest thing. Like,
yeah,
was
it takes
weird.
away from the whole vibe.
Well, think about films when Charlie Chaplin was doing them. They were just overdubbing,
Playing the
random-
piano while it was playing.
Yep, it wasn't even any sounds real. Or
Yeah.
did they do?
Well, it was like
sounds and-
expression.
There was like a
Expressionism,
guy that would Foley live while I
Yep.
was playing.
Oh, wow.
Like down below the
yeah.
stands, and then he would
That
just
was
like,
OG sound design.
like,
So it's the
that's
beginning. I
crazy.
mean,
yeah, and he's doing all the
it's
stuff.
This is like 100-year-old technology. It's not that old, right? I mean, it's 100 years about. Or
Yeah, like
mean,
I
well,
think Gold
1940
Rush came
time?
out in like no, it's like 1910.
oh, 1910.
Yeah, it's
Okay, okay.
way old. Like Charlie
It
Chaplin.
was very
is-
stop motion looking though.
mean,
like
He was like the 19 teens. and
yeah, he
20s,
was
right?
10, 20s, and then a little bit of the 30s.
you got those big
Yeah.
old camera boxes, and the tripods were just actually like a wooden box with 4 wheels on the
Yeah.
bottom, and then there was a guy on top. And it was literally you can see in history, like they're just big wood box that's are like tripod.
just had to
a
keep
wood
it-
box with wheels on the bottom.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was.
Look at us now.
Yeah,
look at us now.
now.
Now you-
Aluminum.
Now they make them more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. But no, that's really where sound design
Yeah.
started out. Was
Those guys
the
were
guy on
OG,
stage,
man.
OG
Like,
stuff.
just
and
Like
ripping.
original Foley.
Yeah.
Foley artists.
That's freaking dope.
yeah, I mean, and then get us all the way to like the 80s and Star Wars coming out and
Yeah. The
What?
invention of sounds,
the
essentially.
invention of like certain sounds,
laser
yeah.
sounds.
Laser sounds.
The ones that everyone knows.
yeah, a little
like,
bit. Of,
Yeah, that's
The
kind of when it started,
slinky
like
and-
the invention of a sound.
yeah,
Like that's a weird thought.
Well, there's that one sound of like someone falling and they're like, ah.
The Wilhelm scream.
Oh,
Is that-
the Wilhelm
yeah,
scream.
is that what
and
it's
that comes
called?
from
Yeah.
actually an audio bank of like license, like free
It's from
to
a
use.
cowboy movie.
Yeah, and it's
Okay,
free
I
to
was
use.
wondering where the
Yeah.
original one was
Yeah.
from.
It's like in the 30s or 40s.
Isn't
was
it after a certain amount of years the license becomes free to
Well, I
use?
think it's considered a spoof in the way that
Yeah,
they
yeah.
use it, so that they don't have to have
they don't have to pay for
it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because the first time, it's in Indiana Jones. It's in
Star Wars.
So
it's
in
in
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars
It's
for
every
sure.
Star
It's
Wars.
in
Yeah.
any movie that someone falls a long distance.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
use it in
It's in.
Family Guy a lot. Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of like action movies, like where someone falls, like
Yeah.
or something random.
It came from an old cowboy movie back in the day, though.
And
One of
it's-
the extras fell off a
That's-
building that got shot.
I wonder
and
if the average person picks up on that sound, or if they just watch movies to watch it and they're like comfortable with that sound so much that they just use it.
They just
But,
know
like,
it.
They
Yeah.
just know
Well, it's
it.
like
you
I
know?
recognize every time like it's used.
But
I
you're in the film
recognize
now.
it.
You're in the industry. You
yeah,
know?
now you catch on to that
You
stuff.
catch on to like
But even
familiar
before
stuff.
then, because I mean,
Yeah.
I've watched quite a bit of
Yeah.
movies, and it was like it's in so many
Mhm.
movies. I think I've picked up on that one a lot.
I feel like it's
That one specifically, I think, is the only one that I.
Oh,
really,
yeah.
like that one.
There's not too many that are like that.
There's laugh tracks and stuff.
Yeah.
That's used a lot, but
There's
a
a
lot of,
movie
like,
about that guy. A
90s
guy that
sitcoms.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
90s
yeah.
sitcoms. There's a movie about a guy. It's with Ed Helm, and he is called the Clapper.
The clap.
And his job is he has like
on.
Just going around clapping cheeks.
Yeah, he's clapping them cheeks. No,
Great storyline.
he's the laugh track guy for live recorded TV shows. Like, and they catch
Oh
him
my
in every,
goodness.
but they see him dressed differently in every single time he goes, and they like try to figure out who it is, but he puts different disguises on.
Oh,
This
that's
is a
funny.
film?
Yeah,
I need to check it out.
yeah. I think it's on Apple, but it's with Ed Helm.
The clap.
That
It's called
sounds
The Clapper.
awesome.
Yeah.
No, I got to check that out.
But yeah, I guess he like tries to hide that he does so many. So his full time career is
Yeah.
one of the laugh track people, which is like super rare. That's not
That's
something I think
crazy,
you can
yeah.
do.
You know what? The crazy fact of like a lot of the sounds we hear in movies, like a punch, for instance, is what we heard that it's celery,
celery
wrapped in
in-
saran wrap, and
And
it's
just bent to crunch.
It's not a real punch sound. You're hearing like an actual punch. Like, wait, let me see if I can do it in the mic and get a little weird sound. This is what a punch on my arm sounds like. Doesn't
But
sound
they
like a
add the
punch.
crunch.
They add the crunch. Dude, we should have brought some celery in.
Yeah,
on
we
it.
should have.
That would have been awesome.
Well, I mean, hindsight is 20/20.
It's okay.
ASMR.
Yeah.
No,
We're
but
gonna
it was,
break
it
some
was, it was
bones.
cool, like seeing like
Yeah.
how they made all those sounds, like the
Yeah.
slinky, like the stretch
Mhm.
slinky to make the blaster sound.
Yep.
Yeah,
the
that's crazy.
Fight Club to get the actual like bones of breaking. They did
Chicken carcasses.
carcasses with walnuts,
Walnuts.
inside
Yeah.
of them. Just smashed them.
That'd be such a fun job.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing at work today, honey? I'm gonna go beat the shit out of some chicken carcasses.
I'd say I don't know. I'm gonna go see some footage and just decide what my mind likes best.
I may be beating Dan up. Who knows?
I may be throwing myself off a 5-foot building.
That's like a wild like
Yeah.
job though. You straight up just like what can I make a sound
Yeah.
out of?
You could literally say, "I'm gonna go
everything.
pound sand today." I'm gonna go make some
I'm gonna go clap
footsteps,
cheeks.
pound some sand. Seriously, dude. Oh my goodness, dude. It's just I don't know. Hollywood, all smoke and mirrors, baby. That's how it goes.
Soundscape. In like
That's how you tell the difference between,
between
young video
a
kid
pro
and then-
versus an amateur.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how many layers of sound have you tossed in?
Yep.
Like,
Well, you were telling me about Wes Anderson and his sound design in movies.
Yeah,
and
it's
how,
all,
everything
like-
is very methodical and
it's timed
to the beat.
Yeah, it's very timed.
You know, it'd be a good little challenge video is if we got 5 sound designers on Fiverr,
Oh yeah.
and then we did 3 different like one's $5, one's $20, and one's like $50 or something like that.
Pay
Or if we
Fiverr
did-
designers and
yeah,
see what they
and
do
see what
differently.
they would do with a small 1-minute clip for ours each.
That would be
Oh,
kind of
that'd be
sick,
It'd be
actually.
a fun little challenge.
That'd be sick.
We should.
I
That'd be a
like
good
that.
YouTube thing too.
Yeah, just mess with.
Boom. We're not messing with them. We're getting them on board.
No, mess with just what
sound
they can do.
design.
What they can do.
Yeah, see what their chops are. Step up to the plate.
Yeah.
Our own little UFC slap competition thing.
With Fiverr artist,
Dude.
That'd
That'd be a good little show. You do a competition between other artists.
That
Somebody
would
wins
be.
some sponsors.
We could just do it like all live. Never
Yeah,
have
yeah.
someone here.
have a coloring
yeah.
coloring comps.
Yeah.
Not
We could
bad.
do the Stormwater Defenders. Have a
Oh, yeah.
coloring competition.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
Put 'em
Oh,
in a
that would be
scene.
good for. Okay, wait. This is business talk. We'll talk about this later. Mental memory note for you to give to
No.
Nathan.
Heard.
Coloring books.
Yeah.
You're on the right track.
Yeah, you are.
you are
Go on the
already
right
there. That is a great.
I already have
idea.
them
And the
framed out.
competition.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, dude, genius.
Yo.
Cheers.
Money.
This is why we work together.
Same brain. So
Back to sound designs.
let's talk composers.
A little bit of music in there.
Yeah, I mean the guys that
I
like the
suck with
feel,
names,
the vibes.
so I mean,
I got you.
You're gonna help me with the names out, but we can obviously just start with Star Wars. Man.
John Williams.
John Williams.
John Williams, baby.
And the London Philharmonic Orchestra.
We looked it up today.
What is his head doing? Like, where was his head at? That's what I want to know. And what did George Lucas tell him? Because there wasn't such thing as these kind of films yet.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he got some inspiration from like 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
You know, the
Oh,
very
yeah.
wind-based
Mhm.
like intro.
Oh,
Like
okay,
getting
yeah,
slapped
yeah.
in the face with brass right when you start a movie. It's like
We have to say
brr,
that
brr,
movie
brr.
is an amazing, weird movie.
Yeah.
And you got to watch it if you have
The
an edible or
sounds
something.
good, yeah.
Like, seriously.
And you told me that all the graphics were like,
It's all practical.
yeah,
That's
there was
so
no
crazy.
CGI,
Yeah.
nothing. That's crazy.
Well, it was in 63, dude, or
believe
68. Like,
that.
yeah, there's no.
I've only
but
seen
it's like
that.
it's way ahead of its time for like.
It's still good. I
For
watched it like
63,
2
I'm
weeks ago.
impressed for 63.
Yeah, I recommend it to anyone.
I've
And-
only watched that movie after a nice green salad, so my mind is blown every time I watch it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah, it is.
Good
definitely.
Caesar salad.
Good Caesar salad. And
Hey.
dude, I need to watch that again.
It's worth it.
It is.
But I think that John Williams probably got some inspiration from that because it's like the first step into space movies. I mean, there really wasn't
Yeah.
anything. And like Christopher Nolan was talking about it, where we need that like grandeur, like almost the religious feel to it that makes you feel like it's bigger than we are.
Mhm.
And I think that's kind of where John Williams
And
went
Hans
with
Zimmer
that.
got it down with the Interstellar. We were just watching that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. He definitely got it down.
Hans Zimmer is,
Out of this league.
yeah, I mean, John Williams, he did Star Wars, obviously, but Hans Zimmer has done a lot.
And I mean, like what we were watching, it was like the process and like using the organ from
Some chapel.
yeah, like
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like that was insane.
And it's the touch of like, I mean, you could just do like automatic songs in there and stuff that are already made, but he wanted it
No,
to
but
be
everything was, like,
special
yeah.
and like the touch of a human being on
And what they
there
were
is
saying
very
with the organ,
special.
how like it like sounds like it's taking a breath, like
Yep.
with like
In a lot of that movie, you were kind of holding your breath.
yeah,
Like
Uh-huh.
with what was happening. That scene in particular is when they're going through the black hole with the dun dun dun.
Oh, yeah,
dun,
yeah, yeah.
When he's just getting like, they're all just shaking.
That
in
song
there.
is blowing up on TikTok right
Yeah.
now too. It's
Oh,
just
is it
like
really?
people will go if you go into a mall and you can play that song where there's a piano, like you'll get a crowd. Just,
Oh, easily.
I want to learn it.
Yeah, keyboard in there.
Oh man, there's no excuse.
No
Gonna
excuses.
stay for hours after
yeah.
work.
Interstellar Inception was good.
Inception's great.
Inception, dude. That was a movie that I felt like really turned a time for movies again too. Like it was
He
just
brought the
so-
2010 cinema back because
Yeah.
he did Inception and then he did the Dark Knight series, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
like,
That was one I wanted.
that's Hans Zimmer as well.
Is it really?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Why would
They
Christopher
just go
Nolan
together, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yep.
find your guy, you
Got
work
your
with
guy.
him. That's how you do
That's-
it.
Yeah. No, I just watched Inception last night. It's like it's really good.
Yeah.
Also, like the Joseph Gordon-Levitt when he does the
Oh, amazing.
the fight scene in the
That's
hotel.
practical.
No, and that's what I'm saying.
You know,
like,
it's
it
based
looks-
off an anime, right?
Is it really?
Yeah. Go look up the
What?
comparison.
No.
It's like
okay.
almost shot for shot.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
look that up.
But it's
No, but, like,
that is
it
what
looks
amazing directors do.
Mm.
It's
Well-
so fluid, like him jumping off the walls.
Yeah.
Like it looks so.
It's all
good.
practical.
It doesn't look like your typical
So they-
like, harness.
They're literally rotating the set.
yeah, they kept
Yeah,
the
yeah.
camera and the set the same, and then the actors are doing the work.
That's yeah. No, it was good, and then the
Yeah.
music with it is like fantastic.
Oh yeah,
Good old Hans.
Hans. Good old Hans.
I'm trying to think of other sound designs that are just like Batman is insane.
I like movies that have classic songs in it. So like Forrest Gump. How many
Oh, yeah.
classic songs? Like back in the day, it was
Remember
just
the-
always classic. Mr. Deeds, even back in the day,
Yeah.
like
That's
those
a movie I haven't
soundtracks,
seen
dude. That's
in
a
a
good movie.
while.
Oh yeah. Apparently,
Mr. Deeds. Yeah, he has a
somebody
lot of
told me
classics.
that he bought every
The
like-
Corvettes.
Oh, we were
Yeah.
talking
Oh,
about
we
it.
were
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
it. That's right.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
like,
Adam Sandler let everyone keep those Corvettes.
it's because like back in the day, they just let the songs be licensed, or were they cheaper? It's like now,
Probably
how
cheaper.
come you can't just get the good music and put them in? You know, it's too expensive.
It was probably
Yeah.
a combination of like cheaper and like contracts were a lot less
Different.
like more
Stringent,
lenient.
yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't
Or
as
like
many
if
clauses.
the movie was
and-
made with Sony, Sony already owned the record, so you could just use it. Or like, I wonder how it.
yeah, there's so many in-betweeners
Loopholes.
now, or loopholes.
Or like Iron Man. Iron Man came out. You have to use Iron Man.
They
the
didn't
song.
though.
They didn't.
They used AC/DC.
I thought they did
Yeah.
use it one
Here
time.
comes the here comes the
I
thing-
thought the
or
old-
Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck. Yeah,
They used Thunderstruck.
But they didn't use it when the. I thought they never ever said "I am Iron Man."
The only
No.
time
No, they didn't.
never-
it's in the
no, they
credits.
never
the
used it,
chord,
actually.
The
really?
credits.
That, okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the only
But during
time.
the
Okay.
during the movie, no, it was Thunderstruck by
Yeah.
AC/DC.
That is
yeah.
a pretty
In
hard
1,
hit,
2,
though, to
and
say.
3.
Actually, think about it through the director's eyes. He just had the whole movie how Iron Man is made, and then he ends it by saying, "I am Iron Man."
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty.
mean,
that's
that's- okay,
slap in the
that's-
face
yeah.
right there.
That's John Favreau too.
That's John. That's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Yeah,
he,
okay.
He didn't do the cliche thing the whole time until the credits, and that's a slap in the face to everyone.
And that's at the end of that movie. The last thing that's said is
'Cause I
Tony
feel like
Stark
I
saying,
would've- Yeah.
I am
Iron Man.
Iron
yeah, no,
Man.
yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
I am Iron
And
Man.
And
then I
then
think
the-
the song goes. Like
yeah.
that.
See,
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Okay.
But it's not in movie.
But exactly.
Yeah.
So
no,
he
but
didn't.
that's like even better. 'Cause
It's
smart
even better.
usage.
No, 'cause,
like,
yeah, like
yeah.
you said,
I
like,
would have
it
been
would've
dumb and been so cliche. I feel like I would have put it right
The
in
first
the movie.
suit up,
Yeah.
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
But
We
it's
would've.
so sick.
We're not at that level.
Yeah.
Now we
yet.
have to think that. Think backwards.
I think I would have put it in the scene with the tank, where he like dodges the
tank.
shot and then he's like,
yeah.
That's a great.
and then he
scene,
turns
too.
around and he explodes. I would have been like, right when he walked away.
I haven't watched Iron Man in a long time. I want to honestly like go back and
I know,
watch all of
me
like
too.
Marvel.
Through.
I've seen all of them probably 5 times.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bet.
Yeah.
I was watching them chronologically because I think on is it Disney Plus?
Yeah, they have it in-
They have it like a chronological, and I was just kind of
Phase
watching
1
the
through
ones that
4.
I haven't.
Also sound design really well too.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
like freaking
Yeah.
the explosions and everything is
Dude.
on cue. The electronic sounds. It's
all
just
those
beautiful.
movies are. I mean, they're getting a little cheese, but they're still
But
really
I mean,
well
what do you
done.
expect
Yeah.
out of like superhero movies? Like it's
It's unrealistic. That's
gonna
why.
get cheese at some point.
Yeah.
When you don't have the top dog on it, Top G, John Favre, you know.
Top G. Top G. John
We
Favre.
don't support that. But wait, I had a good question. Imagine sound designing an animated movie where there's no sounds in the movie at all. Where you're
Yeah, you can't
literally-
match
You
anything?
can't match anything. You are literally doing it.
Phil Collins.
Insane.
Dude. Well, he's
he's
album.
tickets to Tarzan right
No,
now.
but like, I mean, like it's an animated movie that
Yeah,
had
yeah.
no sound,
Mhm.
and he killed that.
Oh,
yeah.
He killed that soundtrack,
Tarzan
He-
top song. What was the one that you guys were?
dude.
There's I Want to Know, 2 Worlds, One Family.
You'll be in my heart. I
Yeah.
think-
That's the tearjerker.
dude. That's the one where he won 2 awards. He won an Academy Award and a Golden Globe for Best Original Song for.
I feel like
for a
Disney had
movie.
that ish back in the day with the music and the movies was together so well. Think about Lion King.
And we were just
Dude.
talking
Dude,
about
every single track on Lion King, banger, banger, banger.
Yeah.
or like 90s Disney movies were on point with their music.
The Goofy movie.
Mhm.
Oh, dude.
An extremely goofy movie, dude.
To each
Yep.
other's on.
Dude, those two
Exactly.
movies are like some of my favorite.
Oh.
Extremely Goofy movie was like just over the top funny.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
the dude with the glasses.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah,
guy.
dude.
He's just sounds the exact
Pizza
same.
with
It's Jersey.
extra
It's
cheese.
Pauly Shore. It's the
Yeah, that's
same
Pauly
voice.
Shore.
Oh, it is Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like,
Pauly Shore.
extra cheesy,
the leaning
please.
sour.
Cheese with extra cheese.
That foxy girl inside of the
That's,
inside
yeah, like
the poetry.
big dude
Yeah.
that's just like,
oh yeah. He like ends up
Dude,
picking
that's
up all the.
such a funny. I love that movie.
That's a
dude.
good one, dude.
It kind of
Like
grew
Brad-
up with us.
Brad,
Oh, yeah.
the
Typical
yeah.
douche. Oh my gosh.
I saw actually. This is an old meme, but they did
They
the
really-
Goofy movie with like current actors. This is who this would be, and it was so good. And I can't remember it for the life of me, but somebody was
That would actually be
Max's- or
sweet.
The guy's dad. Remember the big guy? I was trying
Oh,
to remember who the actor they wanted it to be.
Jeff or
Ah.
John Goodman, maybe.
Probably,
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I could see John Goodman there.
dude. So good. If they made a real life Goofy movie, it'd have to
It'd be
be
weird.
animated and so good.
It'd have to be CGI.
The Sonic. Remember how the Sonic first came out, and it was
Yeah.
so weird that they
Made him
didn't-
human?
They got
did a
so much
remake.
backlash. They had to go
They
remake
had to
that.
reanimate the whole movie.
The people's choice.
Do you think they did
It's-
that on purpose?
It's a special effect,
Maybe.
actually called. It's a thing in Hollywood, actually, where if it's too close to the real thing and it's not animated and cute enough, it's creepy. It's a weird thing. It's
He had
there's
real
a certain
teeth.
line.
That-
of
yeah,
effect.
no,
That's
he
what it was.
didn't
Yeah.
even. He didn't
Mhm.
look close enough on it. Like it looked pretty bad.
Yep.
Did you guys watch the new Alvin and
Chipmunks.
yeah. No, what's it called? The
No.
oh,
I
it's
did not.
Chip and Dale.
What?
No, I haven't. I grew up on Chippendale too.
Yeah.
No, wait. Which Chippendale?
Not the
that-
one
hold
you're
on.
thinking
Eh,
of.
Not the one my
No,
dad
but-
worked
yeah.
at.
The Chipmunks.
I think they made a documentary about like Chippendales and how like it was like a pretty bad. Like I haven't watched the movie. I don't
Oh,
know
you're
if it
talking
was-
about the Hulu one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They made like a docuseries or like
Yeah, and it was started by
documentary.
women and
Yeah,
all this
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
No, I'm talking about the
Oh,
Chipmunks.
like actual like adventures of Chip.
yeah,
Yes,
the
yeah.
Adventures of Chippendale.
They mention the Sonic. They're at a convention for all of the like old '90s cartoons, and Too Realistic Sonic is there. It's so funny.
You know what was weird? They had the Chippendales and the Rescuers around the same
Yeah.
time. Why?
Well, they
there
were
were so many
chipmunks
mouses.
and then they were mice.
Yeah, there was always mouse. And then Feifel Goes West.
They were all Disney.
Do you remember
though,
that
weren't
I
they?
don't remember FIFO Goes West.
Yeah, if I showed clips of it, your baby child memories.
What's
would
the
just
one
instantly
where
start
he
coming
flies
back.
a plane, but they're all mice?
Dude, it's
That's
it's
the one.
there's Chippendale. I think they fly a plane.
Yeah, the Rescuers.
The Rescuers
yeah.
also.
The
And it's like-
Rescues fly an albatross, by the way.
Yeah, they
it's
fly
a big bird,
A
not
bird.
a plane.
That's what I was saying. Are you
Yeah.
thinking of the bird?
No.
I'm thinking about the plane.
No,
That's-
there's a
that's
plane. It's
Chippendale.
got
Mice
no,
in
no,
it?
no.
That's-
It's
And they're
Aristocats.
chipmunks.
it's no. But that's good. That is
That's
a great
good-
sound.
Another
design.
soundtrack one
Yeah.
that was really good.
You know my favorite soundtrack?
What?
El Dorado.
Oh,
Elton John.
Dude,
Yeah.
I want to watch that movie unmastered, like the OG thing, and just see the
Who
difference.
has it on tape? If you have it on tape,
I thought I used
send
to
it to
have it
us.
on tape.
Dude, I swear I had it on VHS.
I
but,
need to
like,
go to my
I've
grandma's.
moved so many
Actually, I
times,
think I might have it at my grandma's house. I'm gonna have to see.
Yeah, Mom might have kept it. Who knows? Lori would do
because
that.
they're
shit.
all remastered on Disney now, huh? We kind of.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Remember
We're
how
out
they
of the-
came out in that perfect VHS? You knew what a Disney VHS was by the box because they had the plastic around, like a
Oh yeah.
the
They had,
perfect
little,
like a
lip.
thick, and it was a thick lip. That was some
Didn't they
marketing.
have the white on the inside too?
Yeah, the
so it was
white,
so it was
exactly,
white, and they had
exactly.
like a half inch of like white plastic.
It
like,
was just
sticking
thick.
Out, like,
It was
around
like
the entire,
protected.
Yeah.
The nicest VHS case you could get.
Dude,
Disney.
Disney. That's insane.
They've been ruling our lives,
Oh,
our
like,
entire lives.
It was
Also
always a
say-
fight between Nickelodeon though.
Dude,
right?
Rugrats always had like the
Orange
orange
box.
Orange,
Yep.
yeah.
Dude, I remember
That's
watching like all
crazy.
those.
They were the only orange VHS tape.
Nickelodeon, dude.
Yeah.
That orange.
Yeah.
It's iconic.
They had to get it
The Grinch
specially
was
dipped in
green.
plastic.
Was
Yeah,
it really?
green.
yeah. The old
I
original
remember.
VHS, and then our DVD one was green
'Cause-
as well.
Well, like
Yep,
I
the
grew up
DVD
partially in Mexico, and
Uh-huh.
my original Grinch is the Jim Carrey. That's the
Yeah.
first one I really watched.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
Yeah.
like the
Oh, I
animated
watched
one
the
from
old
like,
animated
like
one.
the 70s or 60s.
Yeah,
It
it
might be
old.
60s.
It's a
Are you
TV.
sure it was
It's a
green?
TV
'Cause
special.
I had it on-
VHS was.
No, wait, no, I had it on DVD. Just kidding. I had it on DVD.
Our DVD case is green too.
Yeah, mine was.
Yeah, with like the red outside.
I remember seeing the DVDs come out and thinking it was going to be a fad. Like, my dad was like, "Oh, I don't know. We'll see if they last." And like, we had so
Like
many
cassettes.
VHSs. Then we
Mhm.
watched a DVD and we were like, "Oh my gosh, this 1080p is amazing."
Dude,
Didn't they
yeah.
have Laserdisc before VHS?
Yeah.
Wasn't like Laserdisc a thing?
Oh, like back, yeah.
Like early 90s
Mhm.
before we were cognitive.
Yeah, but they were big discs, I believe, actually.
Yeah, they were like
huge.
like record size.
Yeah, record size discs.
I think that was kind of the last. That was the thing we missed.
Well, it was just like a disc. Then you got a compact disc.
Compact
true.
disc, CD,
Then you
compact
just
disc. That's
is
what it
D.
is.
Yeah, no, it's a
This
com-
is
it's
exactly
CD. It's a
CD
compact disc.
Oh my gosh, and
Bro,
a
that's the
normal
name.
one is just a
A
disc.
disc. Yeah. Are you just
disc.
now putting it together?
Just now, that's why they call
Yeah.
it compact. Well, then why do they not call it a Blu-ray compact disc? They
Well,
just call it Blu-ray.
Blu-ray just has like
'Cause
way more data on
The
it.
laser
Yeah.
is the Blu-ray. Remember seeing my first Blu-ray I saw was Year One. I
With
remember.
Jack Black and
Yep.
Michael Cena.
Yeah, dude, it was so weird.
Senya.
It looked like
Year one,
yeah,
Sarah. Michael
Michael
Cera.
Michael
Cera
Cera and
and
Jack
Jack Black. Yeah.
amazing movie as well.
dude. That is such a. It's
Dude,
That-
it's so
that-
quotable.
I
just
so-
quoted one. I'll be right back.
I'll be right- Let me go get my good knife.
And we'll all have wine and sponge cake. You understand?
You understand.
whoa, slow down.
It's really
what
gonna
if
catch on.
what if that's your favorite part? Can we just do that in the morning?
No.
No. Now this day it shall be done. Such. You know that movie.
Yeah, if you know.
You know. But
I love anything with Jack Black. Honestly,
he's just an amazing guy. Like, how could everything he touches just turns
Dude,
to gold?
Nacho
Other
Libre,
than
I
that
think, is
one
one of my
romantic
favorite
comedy
movies.
he did. I don't know.
Nacho
my favorite
Libre.
one, but-
Are you talking about The Holiday?
Yeah. that was
Holiday is
okay.
good, dude.
Wait, the holiday with
Yeah.
like.
Jude Law, Cameron Diaz,
Yeah.
and
It's a
Kate
little
Winslet.
long
yeah.
for me.
Why have I missed? I need to rewatch that.
That's
Well,
good.
Okay,
It's a
I've-
Christmas movie.
Did
by
you
the
know
way.
Yeah.
he didn't want to play Nacho Libre?
Yeah, he was
thought-
like,
he thought he
Wait,
was
really?
gonna be pushing the boundaries of like he's like I can't do that because I'm not
Dude,
Latino. and
His
stuff," and,
accent
like,
is like
Jack,
I
it's
know.
2005. You're fine.
No, like literally,
Yeah.
like his accent
That's what the
is actually
director
like
pretty much
very,
said.
very like. I was
Spot
like,
on.
you could be Mexican,
Oh yeah.
or
I've
some
always
sort
assumed.
of Latin, you know, you could.
He's just a
At least
really
that he's
good
partially.
actor.
You know,
I thought like from that, I was like, are you partial?
he
Because,
has
like,
it down.
dude. He is, yeah.
I think he's helped me with my Spanish accent because I think that I can.
Talk about the songs
Dude,
in
there's-
that movie,
Dude.
I will listen. I'm
The-
a real
Oh,
religious
whoa.
man.
That's a soundtrack that I can.
I
get behind.
literally will like drive sometimes
Hey,
and listen
Nacho.
to that. Like, I'm a real religious man. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum,
Bro,
bum, bum,
those songs are
bum,
so
bum, bum,
catchy,
bum,
but they're
bum.
like
they're so good. They're quirky and catchy.
his own. Dude, he wrote those like
I
those,
ate
like what he's no, not
buns.
those
Oh.
ones, but like what he's saying, like the Encarnacion
ate
song,
Oh,
bro.
he's like,
Have
I
you
wrote
listened
that
to
song
him?
in the
like,
world and
did you listen to Tenacious D?
oh yeah, oh
Dude,
yeah, Tenacious. I know how
great.
to play some Tenacious
Oh,
D on
actually?
guitar. Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
they were at
They were awesome.
the.
I would gladly go see them.
The winery.
They were at,
Chateau this last summer.
and I was
No.
filming outside at a wedding while they were inside. I was so
They were
bummed I couldn't
ripping.
go. I was literally at the wedding across the street, and they were
Bro.
inside.
I would love to go see them.
I would have
I
literally
would
for
die to
30
see Jack
minutes. I
Black.
would have been like, I'm gonna go take a lunch break.
Yeah.
Tip of the tongue, teeth on the lips. School of Rock.
School of
Another
Rock is great.
movie.
That's a
like
great
score.
movie.
Like I literally from that I learned the song.
You know his roommate.
Yep.
Yes, his roommate was on Survivor.
What?
Yeah,
oh,
did
dude,
you miss
his
him?
roommate is on every
Like,
like
uh,
a bunch. Ned Schneebly.
Yeah, Ned.
Yeah, he's
Ned,
on.
So he
he's
was
a
on Survivor
huge
randomly,
actor.
and people were
Yeah,
like,
Ned
"Where do I
Schneebly.
know you from?" And he was like, "You might know me from School of Rock." Yeah, he was randomly on. Like,
No
he's
way.
On,
Now
he's
there's,
a
like-
big actor. He's on a bunch
no,
of stuff.
well, not.
Why am I not
he's
connecting
more of
this?
a writer than an
He's
actor.
a writer,
yeah,
but
he's
he
a
does
writer.
random show up in films, and you'd be like,
Well, he
dude.
helped write
Yeah.
School of Rock, so he like put himself. In
I saw
it.
him in a movie recently that I told my girlfriend. I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
Ned Schneebly.
Yeah,
I don't remember who Ned is. I'll have to.
it's like he's like this
Oh,
like
you would see him
scrawny
and know
looking
him.
guy, like blonde.
He's
The
also been
curly
in
hair?
war. I feel
No,
like
I don't think he has.
he's been in war movies. I feel like and it's gotten blown
I
up like
think so,
randomly.
yeah.
Like
Is it Ned
Was he in
Schneebly? Are you
Sadie?
thinking about
No,
something White? Michael White?
I
I'm gonna show
don't
you right
remember
now.
his.
Is he
I don't
the-
think his name is Michael.
Is he the director
I
of
got you.
White
I'll look-
Lotus?
I'll look
I'm
it up.
pretty sure it's him. His roommate with the
IMDb.
stupid girlfriend.
IMDb?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
We're gonna look this up.
Who the heck is Ned Schneebly? He sounds.
Great. My internet. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Oh, it's been slow today. I think because we're all on it.
Yeah.
And we had the projector going.
Yeah, we
too.
also are watching great shows.
Yeah, we watched Tarzan today,
Tarzan,
Atlantis, and Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet.
That
Dude,
was-
Treasure Planet
Treasure
was a
Planet.
great playlist.
Mike White.
I
No,
told
you're right.
you.
No, it was Mike
Yeah.
White. No,
Yeah,
you're
'cause
right.
I-
You're right.
yeah,
Okay.
okay,
okay.
Mike White has been
Yeah,
on
you're
Survivor.
You're on point with the names.
Don't question me with the names. I'm like, who the hell
Yeah,
is
you
Ned
got me on
Schneebly?
IMDb. I
Yeah.
shouldn't question you.
Come on.
He's like,
Well, Helena sent me a thing because she was like, you know, the director of White Lotus has been on Survivor.
Wait, he directed White Lotus.
He did
Yeah.
both seasons.
Oh
yeah.
my mind is
Mike
exploded.
White. Yeah, I forgot his
Mike White,
that
dude.
show is
Yeah,
amazing.
Michael didn't sound right, but it's
Yeah.
Well, Michael Mike.
It's Mike.
It's Mike. It's Mike Nick.
Well, sorry. Dude, he got hammered for his what's TV awards? Is it any
Roast?
or
Oh.
Tony's? Maybe
Oh,
Tony's.
yeah.
He got hammered because he didn't expect to win, and then he called everyone out while he was on there, and he's like, "All of you were laughing at my idea for White Lotus. Like, you all didn't believe in this story.
Look at me now.
Yeah, no, literally. And he's like,
The
well,
soundtrack to that movie. Imagine if those weird ass soundtracks was not in that film with the weird shots. It would
Dude.
be a completely different show.
Well, it's literally just like a week of time. Like every time, they're just a group of people on vacation, and
The weird sounds make that movie. Ding, ding, ding.
yeah, there's some weird,
White Lotus. I need to watch
You
that.
got to.
HBO.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very much worth it. Yeah.
I felt when I did watch that, like, they needed a second colorist to come through a little bit because there were some shots that
Yeah.
were like, I was like, whoa, this
underdone.
one's underdone. This one needed some little bit of denoise. Who was doing the lights on this shot?
Yeah.
That's
I
dark.
wonder if he was trying to make you feel uncomfortable, because that whole show is
Yeah.
I mean,
really
that would make sense,
uncomfortable.
then.
It was really uncomfortable.
I did like how the story resolved, but like, you literally thought everyone was bad by the end
Is
of
it,
it. Kinda
is it
like
just
Yeah.
2 seasons?
two
Yeah,
seasons,
but they're
different
not the
actors.
same.
Yeah, they're not the same.
Oh, okay. Is it just
I
like
prefer
different
first season
stories?
over second. For
I
sure.
prefer second over
Oh,
first.
okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think the first season is more precise
Okay.
in what happens. The second season is like more groups coming together and then splitting up again.
Is it like just completely different storylines? Than
Yeah, they're not even
okay, they're
connected.
okay.
But
So
so you get sucked into everyone's storyline on the island, kind of bringing you up to
So, like-
par to what's where you're at on the island.
Locals
Super
like
dope.
get involved with families that are touring, and then like
But don't
some,
you see their backstory in each episode? You
Yeah.
learn about
A
each
certain
person.
group.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I like when
Super
shows do
genius
that when they
idea.
do like different episodes for different characters and like of like the same kind of story.
It's like the
Yeah,
movie
they take you,
Point
like,
Break.
all the way back.
Have you ever seen that with I think it's Denzel Washington,
Oh yeah.
where there's an assassination and like every 15 or 20 minutes they change perspective and then start the movie over again.
Sounds
What
like
movie
Deja
is that?
Vu, but in backwards.
It's called Point Break.
Point Break.
Yeah, that is the same thing
It's the
backwards.
same
What
thing.
the
Sounds
heck?
like, it sounds like Vantage Point.
And it also
That's
is
the one it
Denzel.
is. Vantage
Vantage
Point.
Okay, I was just
Point
like that-
Break is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
I
I was
don't-
just
yeah.
like, I swear
Don't
I've
question
seen that,
my
but it
names.
doesn't. No,
I got
Vantage
the
Point. Yeah,
names.
no, it's
Yeah.
okay.
It's with
Don't question me on my.
yeah. Don't question
Movie
me.
names. Have you seen Deja Vu with Denzel? That one is amazing.
That's wild.
Possibly.
That's a really good
I remember watching
idea.
a lot of
I wish
Denzel
that they'll
movies.
actually. I hope that they'll remake that movie in like a good way.
Or a more futuristic way. That'd be kind of cool.
Honestly, just take the same storyline and make it with today's stuff.
Just
Like,
make it with Denzel again.
do it again.
He's
But
just older.
he's the guy
you guys don't
that's
think
like,
we've had too many reboots.
no. Everything's a reboot.
Everything.
honestly.
Did you see
You
Harry
see-
Potter's getting a reboot?
Oh no.
TV show
no,
on
Yeah,
HBO.
no. Okay, yeah. So I saw that. They're wanting to do a reboot, and like every season is 1 year of like Hogwarts.
Yeah, so it's like the movies, but way spread out. So it'll be 9 seasons. They're going to start the kids young
Are
and
they
take them
gonna
all the way through.
de-age, or are they gonna recast?
They're gonna recast.
Well, it'll be like House of Dragons.
That's different though, because it's a different timeline.
Yeah, but you can't be mad. No, it's not a different timeline.
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, the year jumps, yeah.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is like they're gonna recast Harry Potter from when he was young.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not
weird.
Radcliffe.
Well, yeah. So it'd be weird. Like at least for like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's
are
a
they gonna
reboot.
de-age or are they gonna recast?
They're recasting. They showed the kid.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I didn't. I just saw that they were redoing it.
No, he's some other kid. It's not Daniel.
I'm gonna stick to too many reboots.
Yeah, it's
But everything is a reboot, dude.
everything is.
Some are
yeah.
better than like it's hard to get a better reboot, I think, but some have done a good
Quentin
job.
Tarantino, guy that just reboots every one of
Better.
his favorite
Yes,
shots.
Yeah, Blade Runner.
Oh yeah, that's a good reboot.
He does. He just meshes.
recycles his shots. So he watches his favorite films and then he takes it and he puts it all and rearranges different things of different movies that he likes to make sure he gets those exact scenes kind of thing. And then in today's current cameras, and then he writes a film around it kind of thing.
Wait, who was this?
Quentin
Tarantino.
Tarantino.
Oh, okay.
Pulp Fiction.
Well, he's due for his 10th movie.
It might be his last too.
Wait, it's supposed
Really?
to. Well,
That's what he
according
said.
to him,
He said he's only
Wait,
doing
what was
10.
his one before?
The last one was
Once Upon a Time in
yeah, in Hollywood.
That was a good one.
yeah, where he was like tied in with Manson. Scary.
And apparently all his
Scary.
movies are in the
Glorious
same timeline.
Bastards.
like the same universe.
Universe.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that's like I was looking into him like when we were kind of like doing
10
our
movies
director
over
thing.
the span of how many years? 20.
So he's
yeah.
technically done 10 already.
Oh.
But Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 are supposed to be one.
And filmed at the same time.
Yeah, so they filmed at the same time, but it was split into two. So
volume.
he counts it as one.
Yeah.
But like it's
Yeah,
technically
it was all
two
done
movies.
at the same
yeah.
time. So, it's,
So
Yeah.
but he said he's only doing 10 movies because in his mind
It's a prime number.
after 10 you just start going downhill as a director. Is
I believe it.
It's kind of
And it's- I
badass,
mean,
though. It's very
yeah.
Frank Ocean of him.
I mean, he'll still produce. But Tarantino's sound design also is pretty
Beautiful.
crazy. Like,
Well, I mean,
classic.
he
He's so analog and classic sounding. I feel like everything he does has an organic texture.
I
yeah,
love
it feels analog.
I
like
love how
old.
he did his storytelling too, where it's like he starts like out at the middle,
Yeah, and then
like,
spreads
and
out.
then, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's always just
And then you get
all over.
backstory, and then you also get forward story.
Yeah.
and it's I really like
And they
that.
catch up to that climax again.
Reservoir Dogs was iconic
Reservoir
for that. I mean,
Dogs.
he started that.
Him and Nolan. You got to watch Memento.
Memento.
Ooh.
Okay.
So even crazier.
Which one was first?
They're close. They're early 90s. Guy Pearce. I don't remember.
Pierce.
I want to say that like Reservoir Dogs is 91 and
I think Reservoir Dogs was first.
yeah, and Memento is after. But same kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like the U timeline
Yeah.
where they start middle and then tell you everything.
Hmm.
But Christopher Nolan did it weird. He changed the colors. So one color represents one timeline and then the other color represents the other.
Oh, okay.
You don't know that until
Until the end.
yeah, we don't know which one's which. It's very apparent. I mean, one's black and white and one is in color. But you don't know which one is
You don't
which.
know what-
Yeah.
I can't tell them apart.
Yeah. Are they both black and white?
What is this? The Patriot?
Yo.
That movie's
That's-
so good, dude.
Oh,
My grandma
I
had
watched that a lot with my dad.
Heath Ledger, dude.
Heath Ledger,
He's
Mel
the son.
Gibson. My grandma had a picture of Mel Gibson on her fireplace for so long. I thought that was like Jesus. I got them confused.
Was it like long hair?
Yeah.
It's my
yeah,
great-grandpa.
Yeah. It's like, is that Jesus or is that
Mel Gibson?
I didn't know.
That's
Did
hilarious.
she just really like Mel?
Just loved Mel Gibson. Every Christian,
though?
actually, every Christian in the
Yeah.
90s, like Mel Gibson was.
What women want?
Yeah, yeah. That and
Classic.
Third Day. I mean,
Yeah.
What women want? That's funny.
Classic, dude. Have you seen
Classic.
that? Oh my
that's a
god.
good movie.
That's
though,
a funny
dude.
movie, yeah.
Good.
That's a
movie.
good soundtrack too.
Yeah.
Oh
Can
my
you
gosh.
You have to write old freaking 19 or 1800s freaking.
Oh, for the Patriots. Yeah.
For the when
That's-
they're going
yeah.
after the battle. That would have sucked. You're like just having to melt anything you have into lead too.
Yeah. Silver.
Oh, we're gonna go stand in a field, and those guys are gonna be standing in the field too. Hopefully they don't hit me, and hopefully I don't hit them.
Everyone fire.
Fire! Okay, now everyone on your own, and just flint up. It takes 5 minutes to reload, so just
We'll
good
see you in
luck.
5.
See you-
That's wild. That's really
That's-
what war was like everyone just stand in line. If I get you, I get you. If I don't, then I don't.
Why were there no like
Okay,
tactics
This
that
is what's crazy. What came
'Cause
from that
Well,
is that the freaking back then we picked up the native tactics when we were fighting England, and we learned the savage stuff, doing all that. We became savages,
you look.
and then we switched back into modern time again.
We learned
and then
guerrilla
we go-
tactics and everything.
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
and then
Yeah.
we switched back to field tactics again.
bro put
Into
me-
that time,
it's-
into the 1800s, where we fought on the field standing straight up.
Well, that's because like all you had was like
Yeah.
swords, spears, like
Oh,
that.
that's
So
true.
I mean, that's all
Well,
you
no,
could
they had
Bayonets.
muskets. I thought
well,
back in
well,
when
I mean,
America
like
first-
originally though. Like
Yeah, those muskets
as
must have
war
sucked.
evolved, like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have your army that's marching forward with swords,
Your
shields,
Yeah.
and spears.
Yeah.
I mean, you have bows and arrows at one point, but you
Yeah.
still have to like
Mhm.
fight, you know. And then you get muskets, and I'm sure you can get a little more tactful with that.
That's
Yeah.
what the sick part of the Patriot was, is you got to see them take on the extra side of being tactical, is that they started going in the trees and they thought they were savage natives running through there, they said.
Yeah, and it
yeah.
was just guys.
Striked fear into.
I would just let
fear.
everyone fire and then sprint.
Run!
It's like, and then they're just like, you're just running with a
I'm sorry,
blade.
Nick, what?
Yeah.
What was he like?
What were they like? And then you got the
Oh my
blade.
God.
Like you just sprint.
That's
yeah.
insane that you have to clean out your like thing like every time.
Yeah, how'd you, yeah, you gotta
it
clean
out.
Your
out.
musket.
Clean it out real quick.
Oh, it's jammed. Give me 10 minutes, guys. Don't shoot me.
Time.
Nobody wants a dirty musket.
What if they were out there like, time?
There's a
Probably
ref
not.
out there. He's like, whoa.
Whoa. No, there wasn't no reps.
There was no
But I
reps.
did hear that at the end of battle that they would pick up the wounded and take them to their own hospitals.
Yeah,
so
well, I
they
mean, they had like war
That's nice of
law and
them.
stuff.
Yeah.
For, like after like a certain like when it was done, it's like you had the time to go pick up your wounded and bring them back to.
but
give
they
them,
picked up
like,
other people too and helped them.
Yeah,
Yeah, which was crazy.
and like I think they were very honorable with like
Yeah.
building graves and actually like sending them off
Because they were
correctly
on
and
the
everything.
same. They realized
Well, they were all
the s-
religious.
They were also the
So, like, they
same
were all
country.
very,
Yeah.
They
like-
realized they were the same country still. Man,
Yeah, when they're
but-
carrying their brother
Yeah.
over to the
Mhm.
doctor, it's like, okay, we should.
Actually, I saw there's another new movie coming out. I gotta find it again, but it is about that time of like where people had to just. They just found out through a horse guy coming through town saying, "Hey,
Pony
there's gonna be a
Express.
war." And
The British are coming.
Yeah, well, not like that, but like the Civil War
Redcoats.
time, they were like, "Hey, the North's doing this." A guy would come on a horse and say, "This is what's happening." So
You have 2
guys,
weeks.
you guys all have to get your guns together, and you have to come meet us over here. And like that's how it would travel through news. And it was like a guy on a horse would come
The
and
old
say
Pony
this. and,
Express,
like,
man.
Yep.
The villages were super tiny too, so it was like villages of 40.
He
Villages of
misses it by
60.
like 10 miles.
Yeah, seriously.
Damn, I'm lost.
You could see the.
Guess they're not getting the news.
You'd probably see the smokestack.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That'd be a crazy
That's-
job.
Would be a crazy job.
Dude, no GPS.
No.
GPS.
no
Yeah.
GPS.
You follow the stars.
You have the North
Yeah.
Star.
That's literally.
You
You
have
know where
the North-
north is?
You have the North Star.
If we
That's
didn't have the
wild, though, 'cause
stars,
it's
we
like-
wouldn't have directions.
You could see where north
It's
was,
true.
but you couldn't see out like how far west or east or south you were. It's just like we know north.
Yep.
If
We
I
know-
move this far.
Well, I guess constellations at like
Yeah, but
some parts of the year.
you also have
That's
to know
insane.
like the right part of the year, when you're traveling, like
But that was probably like normal.
what hemisphere
Like
you're
that was
on.
probably like common knowledge, kind of like
Yeah.
I want to
now.
know
where-
how
Why
come
is
the
that
Jewish
not?
calendar we started like back in the day. It was like 9 days of, or no, it was off the moon. It's off the moon cycle, so it's not a man-made thing, and we don't need a leap year. You literally your month and schedule is the 9 cycle, of the 9.
Can you
days of the
imagine
moon.
9 days a week?
Yeah,
that gets so much done.
Yeah.
I get so much done in my week.
That's 2 extra days.
dude, I would hope the weekends are like 3 days.
Yeah.
Not in capitalism.
Six,
Yeah.
6-day work days
Yeah.
and then 3 days off. That'd be kind of tight.
Yeah, but it'd be weird. I don't. There's no way.
I
We
don't think it'd
can't.
be too bad.
Why not?
Well, I mean,
What if that was original design?
You say no, we can't because you haven't tried it. What if?
Yeah,
what
but
if
There's
it
been
did work?
wedding weekends where we
just
worked
put a
the
little
whole
bit of
week.
thought into it.
I think
What,
last
you just
summer we
spread
worked
out the workers like.
No,
You work
I guess
Monday through-
scheduling wise, yes, it's very much possible.
Last
but
year when we
the-
were painting, we did a week where we did 2 weeks straight of work. I remember.
yeah, it was like 14 days. But I'm
Literally.
saying like to create 9 days in the current place we're in, there's no way.
Wait.
Why not?
Well, then some
Time is-
people's daytime would be nighttime,
No.
or some parts would be like you'd have to split days.
No,
because there's
it'd
still
still be
day and
9
night.
days.
Googling this.
There's still days
you would
and
just
nights.
add. You would just add 2 days to the week.
So just
Part
change
of-
the whole.
So Monday and Tuesday become some other 2 random days. Glorb Day and and Five
And the
Day.
Bebops.
and Bebop Day. And then you just
so-
divide 365 by 9.
by
and you're
9
good.
instead of.
And then
that's
whatever the
dumb.
remainder is, leap year. 'Cause, I mean, that's what we did.
Leap year.
The math is mathin', Nick.
9-day weeks? That'd be crazy.
That would.
Months would be so long.
They'd be shorter.
Well, it depends on how you break it up. You still
We
need
do-
4
we do-
weeks.
We do 7 months.
Yeah, it's still-
Everything is arbitrary.
It's
Maybe they
We roll
still
the
are
dice.
7 days.
We roll the dice for the amount of months.
yeah, we're going off. All right, we got 4.
Got 4 of them.
So
There's 20 weeks in a month.
in a month. That's so dumb.
Well, there's 52 weeks in a year. So you
Yeah.
just divide that by 4. About 13. 13 weeks in a month. Call it good. Hey,
It's like
seasons.
the way.
Yeah.
Wish
The
I could
years
be in,
divided
Each
by
month is
each
just
month
a
is
season?
Tell me that doesn't make sense.
can't do anything without having to
I'm
buy
actually
it.
more about that.
It would make way more sense. 1 month is a season. You
And
just
then
get
3
13
day-
weeks.
Get 3 or 4 day weekends.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all about it.
What, fishermen make all their money in like 6
In
months
s-
and then
Yeah,
you chill out the
I don't
rest of
think
the
they
year,
care
or
about
3
time.
months. No.
They're
What
all
is
season.
time? It's man-made.
No, yeah.
It's all
Time
fake.
is man-made. It is.
Speaking of time and sound design, this just popped in my head. Dunkirk.
Ooh.
The sound design for Dunkirk. Have you seen that?
No.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's
It's a
Hans
war
Zimmer
movie, too.
again.
It's got to be them.
Yeah,
If
but
if
it's Tom
Nolan-
Hardy, some other random actor. I can't remember his name. But there's a bunch of
Tom Hardy's in a lot of Christopher Nolan movies. I just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
put that again. Like, well, it's like
He's part of the
Inception.
crew.
It had Cillian Murphy.
Mhm.
It had
Tom Hardy.
Yep.
Leonardo.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yep.
They're all just probably just homies, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he seems like a chill guy too.
Good
He's
guy to
just
work
in his
with.
own world.
Well,
But-
I mean,
The sound design of that, he has a clock ticking when stuff is like deadline or something's on the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the intro of the movie is like tick, tick, tick.
well, they did that in Stranger Things.
Well, they definitely copied him.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's,
Just like what we were talking about with Wes Anderson. It's
Mm.
all
it's like
on
all
a,
it's all
very like
synchronized.
timed,
it's all
yeah.
synchronized. We gotta
That's-
test ourselves and do a project. Be like,
Synchronized.
Well, we should
try
like, I think that'd
synchronized
be a
thing.
cool thing to do. Just like try to recreate different auteurs
Dude.
and like just like try to like
Yeah.
do something similar.
If we
do
did
like do
something
like
like-
3 movies or
That would be
3 little
cool.
shorts.
3 little shorts. You could literally do a sequence of 3 things moving in the same shot for the time, and then you could do click 3 different location shots or 3
Yeah.
different completely shots,
Click,
as long
click,
as it's on the
click.
same.
or the same thing but
Yeah.
shot as each auteur.
Yep.
That would be
That'd be
crazy.
fun.
Yeah, do one short but 3 different styles of the
Yeah.
same thing. That'd be sick.
And then because like
Yeah,
I
we
mean
should
Wes
definitely do
Anderson
that.
would be not easy, but like
But I mean, it's
His
it's
style
a
is
little more
so
methodical, so
prominent.
it's very like
yeah.
if you just stick to the
Christopher
formula.
Nolan, like what would you just put him in space?
Well, it's more grandeur,
Yeah.
more like it's hard to describe because it's more like not mysticism,
scale
but
is
like
huge.
it's like very like grandiose. I
Yeah.
want to say
Well, I think the concepts are so deep too that you just feel like
it's very like mind altering.
Yeah.
It's like I mean that's
It's
I
an
guess is like his
experience.
style is it's mind altering. I mean, you have Inception, you have Interstellar, you have Dark Knight, maybe a little bit. It's a
Yeah.
little more into like the mentality of like them, I guess.
Yeah.
And how like Joker was crazy, Bane grew up the way he did, and like
was Joker crazy or was he super insane or super sane?
elaborate.
I think he was crazy.
So
I mean, aren't we all though? Like,
there's a
little bit, but,
comic
like
that talks about his powers, and he is considered
super sanity.
Yeah, it's called super sanity.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
Continue.
I'm not gonna say too much because I haven't read much about it, but I just read that he is like
Give me like the 3 top bullet points.
he can basically be someone different daily. So like so sane that he knows exactly who he needs to be for that situation.
I would say
So
that's
it comes off
psych-
crazy.
Psychopathy. I would say
Bipolar.
that.
Yeah.
Well, it's I mean that's what psychopathy is, right? Is the ability to understand but not feel emotions.
I
Like,
will read
that's-
you
that-
super sanity. Super sanity is the state of mind where you're so sane that you look like an insane person in the eyes of people. This self-knowledge, which I call super or hyper sanity, opens up a whole new world before us, rich in beauty, subtlety, and connection. Kind of interesting.
That's interesting. That reminds me of Prison Break.
I feel like though some
Did you guys
people do
watch that?
get super sane and they are like too
Well,
full of themselves, and then they lock themselves inside their house and think they're too good.
Like The Aviator. I was telling you about that one.
How you like is super OCD.
Yep.
Super sane. So he was smarter than everyone around him. He invented long travel, but he collected piss in milk jars.
Oh no.
So yeah,
I mean, bro, but
It's based on a true
but
story.
he invented long travel.
he was
And
also
he
a film director.
long
the
travel.
jumbo jet.
What do you mean?
Like the jumbo
He
jet.
invented
like
the jet that can go across the Atlantic. Howard something. Howard
well,
Stern.
not like, but like
No, that's
like
the
commercial
podcast
type
guy.
of like being able to carry like a lot
People.
of people.
Was he an
yeah,
engineer?
not cargo. Yeah.
Okay. So he wrote
He was a
plans
designer
and stuff.
and-
Oh,
yeah.
But that's like
design,
a really interesting way to like think about it. It's like not insane, but just super sanity, where it's like they're so logical. It's like this is the logical thing to do, even if it looks insane or sounds
Yeah.
insane.
They probably all have their super
Makes
weird
sense for
quirks.
Joker, right?
Yeah.
Because there's or Thanos. Like you can kind of call it he's super sane.
And then like what was that thing that they did with the not Visions, but they did a
What If?
Yeah, the What If.
Yeah.
Where like Thanos are
Vision becomes
Well,
Ultron.
Thanos was like chill with everyone. I think it was like the T'Chaka one where it wasn't
Where he was
it wasn't
Star-Lord.
Quill. It wasn't Quill. It was T'Chaka.
Yeah.
It was Star-Lord.
He was Star-Lord.
And then he's like homies with Thanos, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, like we understand, but bro, come on,
Yeah,
killing
come
people."
on. Half the universe. But
So
that's
I
kind of
guess
the
that's-
same
yeah.
thing. Like, was
This is
Thanos
the
wrong?
logical? He wasn't wrong.
It was random. It's not like he was like you. You know, he just was like,
I guess there was like no prejudice behind it. It was
Yeah.
just like
Maybe he
this
just
is
got the
this is all
corrupt
for
ones.
survival.
yeah, maybe he took the bad ones.
Yeah.
I mean, remember Iron Man when he snapped, he got rid of everything he thought of, which was Thanos' stuff. So
So it
he
was just a reset, right?
yeah, but he chose that. Like, if the snap was the same every time, then it would just get rid of half the population, right?
Well,
Yep.
the snap itself wasn't the same. He just had the power to change the universe.
So you can control what you're getting rid
right.
of.
So he just did a reset. It wasn't like he chose. He didn't pick and choose. He just did a reset. It was just like go back. Command Z.
Yeah.
he just did a
Z.
Command Z.
but he
Command Z.
only got rid of Thanos' stuff,
Right. Command Z.
I guess.
Select can.
Yeah.
Select.
At least that's how I see it.
Yeah, I mean, we all see
That's
it.
how I
or-
see it.
He's got a choice.
Do you think he like went and chose different?
He had the Mind Stone
Yeah, dude. That's,
and
that-
the Reality Stone and the Space Stone.
Do you think he
and
could've
the Soul Stone?
chose to like save himself to them? Or was
No,
it
the
just too
power.
much?
The
It was
power
just too much
itself
to,
is
like-
what killed him. It wasn't the.
But why not change yourself to be able to withstand it?
Well, they talk about it in the movie.
Do they?
Yeah. Remember, Thor is like, "I'll do it. I'm the strongest." And then they're like, everyone's like, "Hey, it's the same radiation as Hulk. Let's let him do it." It's gamma radiation, and so they're like, "Let's just let this guy do it."
But then he doesn't do it.
But Hulk does it the first time.
Does he?
Yeah, he brings everyone back,
Dude, I gotta
Oh my.
rewatch these movies.
and then Iron Man
Then I have to
gets rid
rewatch
of
from
Get-
beginning.
Thanos.
okay,
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yep.
a choice.
Rewatch them.
we gotta
Yeah.
rewatch. I gotta rewatch them.
Ketchup, baby tomato.
Dude,
What
I
are we up
watched
to
them,
for
like-
time right now?
I think we're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're good. Well, that was sound design.
Got a
And
little
more.
lost,
little
but-
bit of
And more.
soundtrack.
Yeah. We
No,
covered
sound
it all.
design, soundtrack, and more.
I think Tarzan definitely has the best soundtrack though.
Tarzan and El Dorado.
Eldorado, yeah. Top soundtrack.
Hmm.
Are we all in
Mandalorian.
agreement?
Ooh.
I like the new
Yeah.
Mando. The flutes.
You were talking about the flutes, yeah.
They were just like, they told the guy they wanted it tribal. The guy literally pulled out a recorder that's like this big. Like, and people that are listening, 3-foot wide recorder. Like, that's probably
Yo.
2 inch in circumference. And that's just
Ron
that.
Burgundy is scared of that shit.
And it's literally a plastic, huge ass recorder.
Yo.
And you got to watch if you have not seen behind the scenes for that. Amazing tribal drums.
I like it.
Dun-dun-dun.
Dun,
But
dun, dun,
the big
dun,
recorder is what
dun.
got me sold. I bought a recorder after that. I have one at my house.
Didn't we make our little short thing? Remember? We recorded that. We're like
Dude,
on the little wooden one for our short.
yeah.
We made that.
We do need to do that. I have
Yeah.
another
Well, now
one.
you
I
have a new
one.
one.
I
Now
have a
you
new
have a
one.
new one.
I have
We
the
made ours
actual
with the little
one.
recorder.
We did.
Was it the
Well,
Chasings?
Dude, I
You
should
know
have
what's
did that in the intro for our
Yeah, why didn't
podcast.
we
That
should have
would've
just done a
awesome.
Mando one?
Just
We
bring up my
can.
All those
recorder.
people that are like, we never got to use our recorder skills from school. We did.
Oh, I used it.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Here we are. Well,
It's notes.
that's episode 6.
Episode 6, weirdly
we'll see
artistic.
You in 2 weeks.
See you later, players.
Stay weird, everyone.
Stay weird. Don't go clapping.
Weirdly artistic.